Namaskar, dear friends. After a long layoff, I have appeared before you with this video containing some legal informations as regards the importance of police investigation into criminal offenses or activities. Dear friends, in my last video, I had promised to you that my next video would be of this subject which I have taken up today for discussion. Now straightway I am going to that matter of investigation, the subject of today's discussion. What investigation is all about, that we have to understand. In common parlance, it is understood as inquiry into certain events. But in the legal parlance, it, as defined in CRPC, means the legal procedures including collection of evidences. In the simplest way, it is meant and understood as collection of evidences in order to effect or conduct investigation. Duties cast upon by the state, the police, to conduct investigation. So, in order to conduct investigation, police can arrest, search and seize. So, arrest, search and seizure are the three components of the entire process of investigation. As provided in section 41 CRPC, police may arrest an accused person or any person or anybody suspected to have committed an offense as alleged. Police may arrest those accused persons in connection with cognizable offense. Now we have to understand what cognizable offense is. Cognizable offense is that offense in which police can arrest anybody or any accused person without warrant of the court. Conversely, in non-cognizable offense, police can arrest anybody with warrant of the court. Now, section 41 deals with the arrest part of investigation. As CRPC has been amended in the year 2008, some new provisions have been added, like except under special circumstances, generally arrest can be effected only after issuance of notice to the accused person as provided in section 41A CRPC. So notice is left with the accused person by the concerned police officer or investigating officer in his proper address, calling him upon to attend before him and to state some queries in course of investigation. If it is prima facie seen that accused person has committed the crime, he can be arrested by the concerned IO or investigating officer. Formerly, this procedure was not followed, but in the recent amendment of CRPC, this provision has been added. In the same manner, prior to arrest, memorandum of arrest is also prepared by the concerned IO containing the reasons of the arrest of that person or nature of the offences alleged of against that accused person to be arrested, and the accused person's signature is collected, and any other persons accompanying the accused person also asked to put their signature on the arrest memo. These are the normal set procedures provided in CRPC. These procedures are generally followed, but under extraordinary circumstances, there may be certain relaxations. Anyway, the arrest part I have explained. Now comes the search. Search for what? Police is to conduct search in course of investigation, searching for the materials or objects involved in the alleged offence, or any stolen property or other illegal goods, contrabands, so on and so forth, which are involved or which are having connection with the alleged offence. After search is completed, next duty of the police is to prepare a seizure list in order to seize those articles or objects or materials. Seizure list contains the whole description of the item seized, and thereon the signature of the person from whose custody or possession those items were seized or have been seized. Are to put their his or her signature on the seizure list, and therewith the other person's signature are also collected, who are found available at the time of making seizure. So these are the general procedures or normal procedures followed by the police personnel in investigation. Apart from these three components I have explained before you, as regards investigation, certain other requirements may crop up. Like sometimes the objects collected in course of investigation are to be sent to the expert for expert opinion, forensic laboratories or testing laboratories. Those objects may be sent in course of investigation for collecting the reports of the concerned experts. Besides this, as I have said earlier, that collection of evidences in the form of oral evidence, that is provided under section 161 and 164 CRPC. 161 CRPC, section 161 CRPC provides that police in course of investigation shall record the statements of the witnesses, and under 164 section CRPC, police cannot record the statements of the witnesses, but police may pray before the nearest magistrate to record the statements of the center witnesses and or to record the statement of the accused person. Regarding the value of those statements, the statements recorded under section 161 CRPC has no evidentiary value in itself, but 164 statement is very much important in evidence, or so to say, 164 statement has got much value and weightage in evidence. So, question may crop up or come up. One may ask a question: if the statement recorded under 161 CRPC by the investigating officer or investigating police officer has got no value, evidentiary value at all, what is the necessity of providing this statement? The necessity is that this statement is necessary for the purpose of only contradiction during trial only. If the statements recorded under 161 CRPC is contradicted by the defense side or defense counsel during the trial, then the defense or accused person may take the benefit out of it. That is the value. In democracy, no person shall be convicted until and unless his guilt is proved beyond all reasonable doubt. So naturally, burden of proof always lies on the prosecution side or complainant side to prove that the accused person has committed the crime alleged of against him. But benefit is always given to the accused person for his defense. For that sake only, this 161 statement is very much important for the purpose of contradiction. Otherwise, it would have been an cakewalk for the prosecution side to prove the guilt against the accused person. And in evidence, there is another maxim: presumption of innocence is always to be taken. Presumption of guilt is not to be taken at the very first instance. So, the commission of offense is to be proved by the prosecution side. So, in this respect, the statement under section 161 CRPC is very much important. Otherwise, the principle of administration of justice will fail. These are the basic things or highlights I have raised before you. Apart from these basic few things, there are so many things. This investigation matter is a vast subject. It is not only vast, it is very much complex. It is up to the discretion of the investigating officer to effect or conduct investigation and to send charge sheet against the accused person in the court of law. If prima facie guilt is not proved, then police can submit report otherwise. That is the final report. So, with these few words, I have come up at the end of this session. If you have liked my sharings, you will press the like button, and if you wish to give your comments or valuable suggestions, please give your valuable comments in the comment box. You are requested to share my video, subscribe my page. With these few words, I beg leave. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata ki Jai.